Problem is, a lot of good guys, they're not, like you said, they're not confident within themselves. Like, they don't carry themselves like bosses. So because they don't carry themselves like bosses, like, it kind of is a bit of a put off. Like, if I can tell you to shut up, then we've got a problem. I like a boss. I like a man that's got, he's a man. Do you understand? That I can't disrespect. That he can settle me when I need to be settled. That's what I want. If you're timid and you're quiet, what am I going to do with you? I'm going to be throwing you left, right, centre, da, 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 da. I need a man that's going to be like, Esther, shut up. All right, babe. I got you. I just feel like eventually I might get a bit disrespectful. I might get a bit leery. I might get a bit lippy.
There's something very attractive about having a status in society. I don't want you to be a bum. I don't want people to look down on you. I want you to be very well respected. I want you to be up there. And that makes me proud that you're my man. So yes, I want a bad man. I don't want no loser or somebody with low self-esteem. Women do like bad guys. But let's face it, who's going to really settle with somebody who sees you as inferior? Yes, I want my man to be respected. I want my man to be bad outside and be, this big boss. But I want you to come home and acknowledge who I am.
The bad guy's not coming home.
But that's
he's shot into the crackheads.
No, guy. Some good guys overdo it, right? Yes, you like a humble man, but some are they have low self-esteem, right? I want a man to be, let's face it. I want a man to be very confident, and some good guys are not like that. They don't appear like that. I don't want to be walking on the street. I said some of them don't appear like that. I don't want to be walking hand in hand down the street with a man who is not confident.
Listen, let me tell you my opinion on this, okay? You see, first of all of these women these two women, I won't say all because we only saw two perspectives, they're speaking very strong on the fact that, they want to be with a bad guy, right? They want the bad guy. They think that good guys are losers. They're not confident, that they, can't control anything, and this is the thing that I don't understand. You see, confidence and a bad guy are not synonymous. You have a lot of guys who have great character, who are extremely confident, who would not be looked at as a bad guy, who are more refined, and they're very strong in themselves. They're very aware of who they are. The issue is that a lot of these women, or like I said, they are speaking in the sense of, I want a guy that's going to be able to check me and put me in my place. I want a guy that's going to tell me to shut up, because after a while, I am going to get disrespectful. And so I need somebody that can be able to handle that. And I'm not understanding why they're not listening to the things that they're saying. First of all, why are you putting it, to the forefront, your disrespectful attitude or your disrespectful nature? Why do you not look at that something as, maybe this is something I need to work on within myself. Maybe this is something that I need to change or evolve from. You're thinking that the disrespect that you are spewing out to any and everybody is something that just comes with you. Oh, well, I don't got to change. I don't got to be different. I need somebody that's going to check me and, go to whatever extreme length that is going to be necessary for them to, quote unquote, put me in my place, because I already know how I get. Do you know how awful that sounds? What's so interesting is that a lot of these women, they put down the good guys, the guys that are maybe working at actual jobs or have, certain careers or are career-minded, certain men who are extremely structured in the way that they do things. They put down these guys, but at the same time, the same guy that you say you want, he does not want you. What kind of man who is very sure of himself, is very self-confident, loves himself, respects himself, is going to be subjected to having to check or put somebody in their place or teaching somebody how to do the bare minimum of respect towards him? He don't want you. And by you saying that you don't want the good guys, that's good for them. Because they're not picking up a burden that they're going to have to, try to fix and mold and help and assist you into being the best version of yourself, while they're coming to the table complete, whole, healthy. ready to go, ready to be in a healthy relationship. A lot of times, it's not really the good guy in the persona that you're talking about, oh, you don't want because it's lame, this is that. It's because you understand that you don't meet the criteria for the balance of that type of person. And it's always going to be a reflection of how unready you really are. You want to be with somebody that has the same traumas and problems and the same toxic mentality to relationships, because that's where you're going to feel way more comfortable. Reason being, when you yell, he yell louder. When you get disrespectful, he come and check you and maybe rough you up a little bit, and it feels good within you. You would not even know how to fathom or how to deal with a man who is confident in himself, who's saying, I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even having this conversation with you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave you to sit here and talk to yourself, because there's no way that you're going to get disrespectful and talk to me in that manner. You can't handle that. All of the things that you're saying, you want somebody to tell you shut up and this and that, and you want somebody that's going to settle you, and you want somebody, you already have the plans of getting rowdy. Instead of working on yourself to become the best version of yourself, to become, healthy emotionally. For example, taming your tongue, finding out what your triggers are, where the base is, where they stem from. How did you get to this place? Why do you feel the need to disrespect people on a constant basis? What is going on with you, maybe hormonally, that for some reason you just have to spaz out eventually? Where is this stemming from? And why does it make you feel like this is normal and healthy? What's very sad is that a lot of these women get into relationships, and the problem is even if the guy is maybe perceived as a bad guy, or a street dude or whatever, somebody that could check you. Kevin Samuels used to say Tupac in a suit. I can't even say Tupac because Tupac was very much into poetry and in touch with his own emotions. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want the thug. Somebody that is going to clown them. Somebody that, as the man said, is not showing up. Somebody that is not going to step up in the plate. You want to morph this guy, and you want to take the bad guy and morph him into a good guy so that you have the balance of the two. Yeah, I want that thug that's going to wife me. Okay. Okay, baby girl. Even if he is going to wife somebody, it's not going to be somebody that's constantly challenging him. Where have we seen that? Some of the most street dudes, they find themselves into relationships with women who know their place. If a man is truly self-confident, if he truly respects himself, if he truly loves himself. The truth is that you guys, a lot of these women who are saying these things, they want to be with the guys who are going to talk down to them and check them and do this because they don't really love themselves. A lot of these women don't see the value within themselves. Hence, why they want somebody that's going to treat them like their parent would. They want the ability to remain a child. All over the place with their emotions, all over the place with their feelings, can have a temper tantrum, and they have their parent that's going to say, no, that's bad. Stop doing that. Go get somewhere and go sit down before I give you something to cry for. That's what they love. Do you understand the magnitude of how toxic that is? Do you understand? Do you really fathom? Do you understand the cycles that you're perpetuating by involving yourself in these situations? Or attempting to? Because again, I have to say, these guys you say that you want don't want you. Men that respect themselves, and again, being a street guy does not mean somebody that has a whole bunch of confidence. Good guy, bad guy, and confidence, they are not synonymous. They're not. You can have a guy who is in the streets and running the streets and is extremely insecure. No self-confidence. If it wasn't for the street persona and the money in his pocket, he don't even know if he would get a girl to holler at him. I'm just being real. If it wasn't for the image and the perception of who you think he is, how do you prioritize somebody being a street guy? That's what they're saying. They're saying a street guy, a guy who can check them, a guy who, they feel like they can protect them and all this kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with being a woman and wanting protection from your spouse. Of course. You want to know at the end of the day that, he's going to be able to support you and protect you and stuff like that. But a lot of times it's not really protection from the outside world that you're really looking for. You're looking for somebody that you can use as a punching bag, but they're also going to reciprocate the energy that you give them. Think about that. And why do you want that? Why is that something that attracts you? Are you okay? That's unhealthy. And again, leads to extremely toxic situations. Leads to drama. Leads to, somebody having to call the popo on somebody eventually. There should not be a space in a relationship where somebody has to implement fear for you to respect them. Because that's not love. It should not be that you are so fearful of physical harm that that's the only way you know how to act right in a relationship. That's crazy. Not the fear that they, will do something else. Not the fear that they will leave. Not the fear. No. And I have to say it again. Let me rivet it into your head. A man who respects himself, a man that has the utmost respect for himself, who values himself, he's not going to sit there and have to even go through the motions with you. He's already out. The man that you say that you want, the minute that you start to disrespect him, when he respects himself so much, he's out of there. Gone. Can't even find him. That's just real. I wish a lot of women would understand the backstory to these things that they say out of their mouth, because, a lot of it is stemming from, their childhood traumas, their problems, maybe the lack of whatever situations they had in their life while they were growing up, and they feel like they have a need to latch on and grab onto things that they don't even understand how toxic it really is and how harmful it can really be. Because, just for example, you can say that you want somebody that's going to check you and put you in your place and handle you and all this kind of stuff. And then so when a man grab you by your shirt collar and drape you up, you feel like, oh yeah, he loved me. Oh yeah, girl, he know how to handle me. So that after he, drapes you up by your shirt collar, then you push the limit a little bit further. And then now he has to go a little bit more intense. And now you're just going further and further down the line. Next thing you know, you're crying because you don't understand how you got into the situation that you created from the get-go. Because no matter what a woman says, oh, I don't want, the good guy is this and the good guy is that. And, I don't want no this. Nobody's saying that you want, I even hate a simp, right? Nobody's saying that you want a simp. Nobody's saying that you want somebody that's going to be at your beck and call. That was never even a part of this conversation. Right? Nobody even said that. You said you want a man that's going to check you, put you in your place, do all the above. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.